Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Motorcycle Rescuer, and this is Motorcycle Rescuer. So here's the sticker set I went for. If I've got the skills, I'll put a picture in the link right now. And yes, so here you go. So we've got the flags for the back wheel. That's 2 flags, top and bottom, on the inside. And then we've got the racing lines on the inside. So there should have been 4 flags. So we've got 4 racing lines on the inside, and then we've got white and Kawasaki green edging strip, which is this one here. So it's going to look really good actually, I think, on the bike. I've cleaned the wheels. Front wheels are looking tattier than I would like, but you know, that's the name of the game. They're fine, they're functional, they're doing what they need to do. Problem is this kind of spotting here, which isn't dirt, it's paint fade. So the stickers will be good for that. And then the back wheel's pretty cool actually. It's kind of as good as I made it, although I got all my fingerprints all over it. So I better give that a quick wipe as well. Ready for the stickers. Yes, good. So no point me always going ta-da, it's done. I'll show you how I'm putting these decals on. Now there's probably a better, more correct way of doing it. This is how I'm doing it. The main thing is that the wheel's clean so that it can accept the glue. That's it really. Now I think the gap is bigger here than it is here, so I'm going to take away one of the greens or one of the whites from both sides just to even that out. It's not a huge deal at all, but when you peel this off, you got to be wary you don't pull it back up, and what you do is smooth it back down afterwards. So far so good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely. And then just get your finger on it, make it dirty. There you go. And that's nice and stuck. Am I bothered about the gap? No, I'm not actually, guys. So that's one wheel done. Pretty cool, I think. Now I need to go and look online and see where they put the kind of stripes, or well, this wheel was the flags actually. So I'm going to see where they put the flags. I believe they were over the green, so I'll go and check that. So there you go, guys. The rear wheel's done. This one's a little bit out, which winds me up. I have a spare, so I might peel that one off, put the spare one on after, and that'll look much better. But that's the look of the wheel at this stage. I think it's very cool. I like it. It just kind of jazzes it up a bit actually compared to that. Yep, I really like it. Well worth it. This bike's pretty special, so any extra touches like that, well worth doing. Right, let me get on to this front one. It's a bit of a pain, guys. It takes a while, but well worth doing. So there we go, guys, there's the final product. Now this is only one side, the other side is not done. This took half an hour to do, but the other side should be a bit quicker and easier now that I know how to do it. Except the bike's leaning on that side, so I'm going to get the rear stand, lift it up. That'll make life a bit easier. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's good. I like it. Very pleased, very pleased. Good. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm curious. Do you think that the kind of wheel dress-up kit has made a difference? I think it has. But I'd be curious to know what you think. So we're getting there. Full front wheels done now. Just got to finish the back. It's fiddly, but it's worth doing. I've got the new front mudguard over here. This is the one I was considering cutting down or shaping, but I don't know. It seems to be okay. It fits the forks perfectly, of course it does, but it seems to be okay. So you can see I've kind of very lightly sprayed it. I'm doing very light tack coats. Obviously I cleaned and scuffed the panels, but to get the spray to stick tops properly, you do very light coats, 5-10 minutes in between, and then you can pile it up a bit thicker, followed by some clear. So last wheel, and then these decals are done. That's good news. That's great news. I'm just waiting for er6n to come and help me put up the awning, and then I need to look at kind of what's next for this bike. I need to clean up. If you notice, all of the black metal work on this side isn't actually clean. I didn't actually clean it, but I did on this side last week to kind of see how well it could clean up. So I need to give all of that a good clean. Yeah, kind of, we're definitely in the right direction. This is good. And then I think some side panels. There's a bit of scuffing on this here. I'm tempted to tape it off and put a bit of black on that. It will look better than what it is at the moment. The other thing is it won't select gear because the side stand switch isn't connected. Someone told me that and they were spot on. Yeah, it wouldn't select gear. As in, it will go, once you put it into gear, it cuts out. That's easy though. You just wire these two together and that will resolve that issue there. And then from there, there's not much else. It's kind of polishing, cleaning, clearing. I believe we've got one rear indicator that doesn't work, or the wiring doesn't work, so I'm going to look into that. I'm not a huge fan of these indicators, but they're kind of okay. They're doing their basic job. And then of course the exhaust needs doing as well. So all wheel stickers are on, all four. Looks good, and we've got the front mudguard starting to come along. That's its kind of first thick coat. I'll do a couple more, and then I'll do some clear coats, and that will be fine and sorted. What's next? Exhaust. Tempted to throw on all the side panels, but you can't really. I need to top up the overflow tank, and I'll check the radiator, see if it's all circulated better, see if that's low. In fact, we can have a quick look at that now. Let's see if there's any obvious sign of it having... Nope, lovely, at the top. Good coolant as well. So I'll get the overflow back on. It goes here, like that, there and there. And is that connected? Yeah. That just goes down like that. I'll get that topped up as well, and then all right. So guys, while er6n's doing his thing up there, and clear coat's drying over there, I've realised I've looked at the indicators I've got. I've put the ignition into the side panel, which is fine. Don't worry about that. That is dust. But I'm looking at the indicators I've got. I should have had a better look earlier, guys. They're terrible. I know there's loads of things you can do, toothpaste and all that, but you can't put that on a bike that's had so much work done to it, is the truth. Second one isn't much better. It's a little bit better, but it's kind of ruined. So 2 new indicators is needed, I believe. Whatever's on the floor there is really slippery. Where'd that come from? Not sure. So yes, so we're at a stumbling block. I am going to bolt this on. I will. I need to get a bracket for the exhaust so that it's full time, and I'm still messing with the wiring. Apparently I only need the red and the orange to go to power and backlight, and then we're good to go, really. I need to figure out the rear indicator issue. I'm going to run just new wires from this one all the way down to the next one, and then we should be back up and running. In fact, I'll do that next. So I'm just contemplating with Sultan the side panel situation. So I can't find the right indicators at the moment. I've tried cleaning the second one again, and it has come out a bit better, but look, it's that whiting that bothers me. You just do all this work and then it seems a bit silly, but I think I'm going to have to use them for now because progress, otherwise we're waiting week after week after week. If I find a clear set, I'll change them, but for now I need to kind of get on with this. Right, so I'm going to try and use them for now and try and do some bits and pieces to get this looking more like a bike, and then the last thing it kind of needs is 2 fresh tyres. Sultan's done the brackets for the shop awning, so I'm looking forward to using that, and I've got the LEDs up and ready. The only thing is I wanted to do the second strip on this side, but the reality is that then I have to run lots of weird wires. Sultan said to try it and see if it works, so maybe I'll hook it up and see how bright or not bright it is. Alright guys, so topped up the coolant tank with the good quality coolant. Side panel's just kicking on the side there for now. I'm going to kind of bolt it on so that the bike looks a bit more complete at this stage. I've got a new exhaust clamp somewhere in this pack for the exhaust to clamp it nice and solid, so that's done. It's gummed. So I can basically start putting these side panels on. Don't worry about the little bit of drip, I just filled it up. The radiator's not dripping. So let me clamp the exhaust on and start putting on some of the panel work for convenience, I guess. I want to check this indicator as well. So wrapping up for the day, we got somewhere, did some wiring and stuff, bits and pieces, but the wiring is a right pain on this bike. It's a real issue, so I need to kind of work out what's going on. I think I've sorted the indicators now, although I need to get them taped up so that they're not earthing or touching each other. See, they're not very happy at the moment, they're intermittent, so I don't know what's going on. Even the hazards aren't working now, so I don't know if I've blown the fuse. I potentially have, but we're getting there. We are in the right direction, and we are seeing a pretty cool looking bike. These are the last fiddly bits and pieces. Okay guys, so the awning's up, that's great. It doesn't sit back as flush as I'd like it. That's its kind of maxed out back, but it's okay, it comes out as well. I don't think anything's wrong. I think the biggest issue is with these sliders here. They're kind of really quite sharp and they dig in. There should have been a better system for that, but like I said, it's doing the basics. Here we are. Exhaust clamp needs to go on that, make sure there's no air escaping. That's next step. I want to put some wax on the wheels, make sure they're nice and shiny. Side panels can go on. Now, I had a lot of trouble with the electrics yesterday, and it's all this basically, earthing and touching each other and so on and so on. I believe it was a brown. Right, I think I need this brown wire here, and an earth, which would be, what would the earth be? It would be this, probably this black and yellow, to run the speedo. Oh, see, did you see that? Look, something touches, look, and a light comes on. That's terrible. So I need to trim all these down basically and make them, and stop them doing whatever it is they're doing, and tape them up and get rid of them, tuck them away. I'm going to keep them there in case anyone ever wants to go back to stock, but we can't have them intermittently coming on. At one point yesterday, the high beam was turning the engine on, which is brilliant, and it was all these touching and basically hot wiring itself. So yes, I want to get the speedo wired up with its backlight and basically its backlight and its functionability. That's kind of it. I want to see if it's working. I want to get the mudguard on today. I want to get the side panels on today, and I want to have a bit more of a functional bike. I would love to test ride this thing today, and that is absolutely going to be my aim. Nat gave me some tips on the exhaust pipes. He said get on them with some 1500 grit, etc. I'll give it a little shot. I'm rubbish with that stuff, but I'll give it a shot and we'll see. Personally, I'm not that fussed. I want this to be quite a usable bike. Basically, I want people to run it, but you know, if it can be done easily enough, we may as well look into it. So I might give them a bit of a clean, but priority today for me is to see if it starts on the button, see if it's let's gear. I've got the GoPro over there. Extremely optimistically, I'd love to take this out, give it a spin and see if the GPS speedo reads anything. I need to get the new exhaust clamp on there. I went to the local car shop and bought it yesterday. It's one of these ones, so it's the rock solid ones. That'll really compress that down. There's gum gum in there as well, so that's going to be a good fit. There's no issues there. Side panels I might put on today. Give these a clean up. Now these aren't as nice as I'd like. They basically need another coat of the rough stuff, but I haven't got any left. But again, it's a bit. I'm still going for that kind of Mad Maxi style with this, so I'm kind of okay with that bit of rough on the side, if I'm being honest. It's looking how I want it to look, believe it or not. So cool. Right, exhaust clamped on. Side panels, maybe put them on. Try and get that light wired up, get rid of all the other loose wires that aren't doing anything, and see if we have front mudguard on, see if we have a functional bike. Now you see these bolts here, I don't want blue on this green and black bike, so I've ordered a set of green ones, just for the odd one, which will be like that one, maybe 4 on the mudguard, etc. Honestly, it's nothing, it's not about looks, I just need a bolt set. I considered black, which I should have probably gone with in hindsight. But the odd bit of green here and there on this bike is pretty cool.